Hey guys, I got a request today to do a tutorial on how to draw a camper. So that's what we are going to try today, even though I don't have a tripod to do this. So I'll do my best to keep it still, to keep the page still. So you're going to start with a piece of paper and a pencil, pretty simple. So the first thing I'm going to do is draw the basic camper shape. And I like the old fifth wheel campers. Sometimes they're called tag-alongs. So I'm gonna kind of make my shape a little bit like the tag-along camper. But if you want yours more modern, you can just square it off a little bit more. So I'm just gonna round my edges and make a rectangle, actually. And notice that it's just a little bit rounded and it goes in a little bit more down here so it doesn't go all the way straight down. The next thing I'm gonna do is give my camper a door so people can get in and out of the camper. Just a rectangle. And then a square inside of that rectangle, so there's a window on the door. And the door needs a little doorknob, so just a little square with a circle inside of it. Most campers, especially the tag-along older campers, have one color up top and one color on the bottom. So I'm just going to give it a stripe. And then of course it's going to need a couple of wheels so you can drag it behind your vehicle. The next thing I'll do is I'll just add a hitch on it. So just a line, make it a little bit thicker, and then a bump. Oops, too big. So the hitch can go on the back of the car. Just erase that. I used up my eraser on my other pencil. All right, so next, what do we need? Next, I think we're gonna add a horizon line, and the horizon line, of course, is the line that separates the ground from the sky, or one piece of like the water from the land or the sky from the water. So just a horizontal line that goes across your page. I'm gonna pretend my camper is parked on a gravel road, like it's at a campground. So to make it look like it has gravel on it, I'm just gonna do some dots to make it look like sand. And I noticed that I forgot on the hitch, when your camper is not hitched, it's actually on a stand. So I'll just build that stand to keep it upright, or draw that stand to keep it upright. All right, so also I think my camper is gonna need a couple of windows to let light inside of the camper. So just a couple of rectangles, one on each side. And I really wanna keep them level. So if the line starts right here, I just bring it over, but I don't draw, and I then draw it where I want it. So just kind of line it up. And then if I wanted to make it look a little bit more detailed, it could be a split pane window. What else? Sometimes when you go to a campground, people have fun little string lanterns on their camper. So if you kind of just do a swooping line from one side to the next side, you can then draw little lines where the lanterns would hang. And lanterns kind of have like a zigzag edge and then a straight line on the bottom and the top. So a straight line on the bottom, a straight line on the top, and then a zigzag edge. These lanterns come in all shapes and sizes. So you could have a round lantern, you could have a lantern that looked like a jalapeno. I've seen some that look like flamingos and pickles. You can get as creative as you want. The next question I'm going to ask myself is, where in the world is this camper? I think my camper is going to be in the woods, so I'm going to put some trees in the background. So I'm going to start with a trunk, and I'll draw a leaf tree here. So I'll draw the trunk first, and then kind of like some cloud, a cloud top, and maybe there's some needle trees as well going behind my camper. So just some triangles that go in and out, and maybe another big leaf tree over here. You don't have to draw trees. You could have your camper be at a lake. You can have your family be in the background. A cool way to draw bark is to start with like a knot, an oval knot, and then lines that go down from the middle and then wrap around that knot. And that's just a cool way to give bark texture. Of course, you can add some branches to your tree, make it a little bit more realistic. Any details you add are just going to make your camper look even more realistic. You might want to do some lawn chairs. You might want to have a little garden, maybe a little cooler filled with water, or bug juice. If you're at a camp with a little spout on it, maybe put it on a table so it's not sitting on the ground. And that is a quick how to draw a camper tutorial. Thank you so much for Cameron for requesting this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoy. Please send me other requests and I'll see how I can add them throughout the upcoming weeks. Thank you.